Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of SPSO's Grad Series. This is Jessica, and let's go ahead and get started. So, for today's episode, we're going to look a little bit more into a little bit past grad school. And this is because we're going to be looking at different careers which is the ultimate goal of why we are going to grad school. And so just to name a few here, I have LCSW, LMFT, LPPC, and BCBA. I know there's like a couple more, but these are kind of like the main ones that I've seen that are reoccurring. And so the reason why we're going to focus more on this, because that's why that's why we're going to grad school. We're going because you want to go into XYZ career. And so why it's important to look at the end goal is because that's kind of where you're going to get a lot of help, believe it or not, when applying for grad school. Now, let me go ahead and show you an example. We're going to stick with LCSW, but I will also show these other options, especially the BCBA, because that is a different board that you get accredited through. So I'm going to go over here to my browser, and to save some time, I have it already opened, but all I put was LCSW exam in the search engine. And if you scroll down to here, the board that's going to be certifying you if you are working towards your LCSW is the Board of Behavioral Sciences, is what I've found in my research. And so you go there. So actually, we're going to go to applicants and see. So this is where you find the different options. So applicants tab, and then you have LCSW, LMFT, LPCC, and LEP. So to stick with the example we're using, let's go to LCSW, and voila, it brings you to this page, and the first one there is license requirements. And so if you scroll a little bit down, the first option is education, and boom, it tells you what you need to become an LCSW. Okay, so master's degree, that's why we're going to grad school. But then it has this super awesome resource, lovely link where it's accredited School of Social Work. So now I clicked on it, and now it's going to tell you what schools have accredited grad programs and the program level. So like this first one, its program level is a bachelor's. So let's just use Stanislaus as an example because I know they have an LCSW program. So Stanislaus State, it's in California. Oh, boom, I didn't even have to click program level. Bada bing, bada boom. And then look, it tells you all the information, and it's a lot quicker to find your resources that you need. So like phone number, primary contact, the director of the program, and all these really cool stuff. The last time it was reviewed, the next accreditation review will be on the report outcomes. That way, when you're looking into what school you're going to go to, I highly recommend, because if it's not accredited through the board that's going to certify you, I don't believe it's going to count. Don't quote me on it, but I think that's how it goes from what I've experienced and what I've learned. So yeah, so and it's not only for LCSW that it does that. So I will go ahead and do that for the other ones as well. So again, we go to applicant. Let's do LMFT because it's the next one. Boom, it's there, license requirements. And then looking for education. Okay, so this one, it says something else. It says obtain a qualifying master's degree. And then it gives you all of the information of what they define is an acceptable master's degree that qualifies. So what does this say? Okay, so this one's a little different, but it's pretty much the same thing. So you need a master's degree. electronic transcripts. Okay, brings you to this. And so it kind of just tells you what you need to do and how to do it, which is super awesome. Let's go ahead and whoa. Okay, let's go to another one. Let's do, I know it looks different. It's because this one is when you hover, but if you actually click on it, it brings you to this. So next one, LPCC, Licensed Professional Clinical Counselor. So once again, license requirements, education, and then it tells you what is acceptable and what's not acceptable. Alrighty, and then next one, we'll do LEP, which is a licensed educational psychologist. Once again, license requirements. You need to obtain a qualifying master's degree, and then it tells you from there what universities accredited, which ones they accept, and that definitely, and there's not, that's just for grad school, but just wanted to show you guys like in the other ones too, there are other requirements that you need to look at or consider when you are working towards XYZ degree. And I really hope that helped you guys. So it's Board of Behavioral Sciences, and the website is bbs.ca.gov. And then actually, let me give you guys this one. That way you guys go straight here. So I'll actually put this in the description box below. That way I can help you guys a little bit better with that. But I highly recommend exploring the board's website. It looks like they have a lot of like resources. I haven't looked into them, but it looks pretty snazzy. Looks really helpful forms, different things that you might want to look at, exam request. But the one that is different, that's not under this board, is the BCBA, as I mentioned a little earlier. And that one is a different board that certifies. So you can do the same thing. You can do BCBA exam and then pass the ads because they're just trying to take your attention. And then the very first one is the BACB website, which is the Behavior Analyst Certification Board. And let's go to credentials. It's right here, BCBA. Scroll down depending on when you're applying for. So let's say after, gives you the different pathways, and then you can also find this plus this equals your certification. So they kind of break it down on what is acceptable, what they accept in order to take your exam. So I really hope that helped you guys out. I highly recommend seeing an academic advisor because I'm pretty sure they'll help you a ton, especially because most of them, if not all of them, at least have their master's degree. And so I highly recommend making an appointment with them. If you don't know how, feel free to email us and we'll most definitely help you out in that way. I hope you guys have a super awesome day. Thank you.